Hi, I'm Viola Rose, and I'm a facilitator of the Awakening the Illuminated Heart workshop. This workshop is the body of work of Drunvalo Melchizedek, who has been here on the planet to bring us the information about the Merkaba and help people learn how to activate their Merkaba. And so I want to talk about why that's important and why one might want to have an activated Merkaba and what that even means. Okay, so a Merkaba is it's a light body. It's your human light body, and it is a vehicle. It's a chariot. It is the vessel that allows our consciousness to remain intact when we die. Normally when people die, they go to sleep. The consciousness goes to sleep. And as Drumbelow says, then we just recycle and we go into the veil of forgetting and we're born again and over and over. And so, there's the loop. And if you can activate your Merkaba, then that is a field that keeps your consciousness intact. So our memories are held magnetically. There's a magnetic sheath around each brain cell, and they can be wiped out. And when they first sent the first astronauts into outer space, they actually lost their memories because they left Earth's magnetic field. And we have to have a magnetic field to keep our memories intact. So the Merkaba is an electromagnetic field. So it has a component to it that is electric and magnetic, and they create a counter-rotating field. There's like star tetrahedrons, there's sacred geometry, there's a lot to it. It's quite involved, and it's actually discussed in ancient texts, and the Zulu in Africa called it the Merkaba, and in Jewish mysticism, they'll call it the Merkaba or Merkaba. And the Egyptians called it the Merkaba as three separate words. So this is not just metaphysical woo-woo stuff. Like, this has been researched and is a really important topic. To be able to go on to the next levels of existence, one needs to have an activated Merkaba that will keep their consciousness intact when they die. Or if something were to happen and Earth herself were to go to another level of existence, then we could consciously go with her because we also have that same field around us. So what the Merkaba does is it helps our memories stay intact. So we are now free when we die to choose which direction we want to go in because we're conscious. It's like a lucid dream rather than just a sleeping dream where we follow along with whatever is being told to us in our weird dreams. It's the main purpose of the Merkaba. But a side effect of the Merkaba is that once you activate it, you have it. You have it here in this life. And so you can actually program it to help you with some human needs and desires because the field is made from your brain connected to your heart. So the brain is involved in the creation of this field. This Merkaba field is a dualistic field. It has a masculine and a feminine component, an electric and a magnetic component, spinning in opposite directions. And because it is created from the mind, you can actually use your mind to utilize this Merkaba for protection or to change the environment around you within this field. So what this allows is a person to come online in such a way that they are no longer susceptible to environments around them. And the reason that I'm making this video today is to talk about that in particular. So right now, it seems like a lot of people are having some challenges because there's a lot of heightened energies. There are nefarious energies. There's interference, and people are being bombarded with all this and becoming very sensitive. And so some people in the community are saying that they can no longer go into yoga class or they can't go into the store. They're just too susceptible. They're just absorbing everyone's energies. They're feeling negative energies being projected at them. This kind of thing doesn't happen anymore when you have an activated Merkaba. So I activated my Merkaba in 2011. So I've had it for 15 years now. And because you can actually program it, it's a living thing. It's a living field that is a part of you. And so you can program it to say nothing is getting into my field without my permission and the permission of my higher self. You want it to protect your space. You want it to keep your air clean, keep 5Gs out of your space. Like, you're just not as susceptible anymore to these kinds of things. So what that allows me personally is that I feel like I can walk around in the world completely safe. Like, I don't feel afraid of people's energies. I'm going to absorb it. Going into certain environments. People might think that because I'm not a hugger and I've advocated for that, but it has really nothing to do with absorbing people's energies because I don't feel like I will, because that's just kind of a personal preference about smushing bodies with somebody else. Feels intimate to me. So in case you know that about me, know that that's not why. I'm not afraid of people's energies. I feel like I could go into any scene, any realm, and be on my path and be in service in the ways that I am called to be, and that I'm not afraid of life. And other people who have activated their Merkaba in my workshops have told me the same, that they just feel like they can do anything. They have a field around them. It's just like nothing gets in. And that allows me the relaxation to be in my path. So it's really valuable to have this activated Merkaba so that you're not susceptible to entities anymore, things getting in, being taken over. Just the negative energy that comes out of the computer that can kind of mess with our brains and stuff. So this is a valuable technology to have, is to work your light body, to have it come online so that you are vibrating so high that nothing really at a lower vibration can touch you. So how does one activate their Merkaba? Well, it's in this workshop that I teach, Awakening the Illuminated Heart. I had a student message me and ask me to make this video because she's noticing her community being really affected and really sensitive, and she's not experiencing that at all. She's like, "Will you make a video so I can tell people to watch it so they might want to come to your workshop?" So my workshop is a 4-day training to learn to go through all the steps to activate the Merkaba. It's not something that you can just watch a little video on or just learn online and by doing the Merkaba meditation or anything like that. This is much more involved, and it is a 4-day process. So there is something called the Merkaba meditation that you will see online. So how is that different? That is what Drunvalo presented to the world in the early 90s when he created the Flower of Life workshop and the Flower of Life books. And what he was instructed to teach was a Merkaba that would help people learn about the Merkaba and to create that around them. It was a synthetic field because at the time we weren't ready to activate our natural heart-based living Merkaba yet. So in order to get the consciousness kind of warmed up to this idea, he had people do a meditation where you created one around you each day. And it worked and it was effective, but because it was synthetic, you had to recreate it every day. It's very complicated. It involves different mudras and eye gazing and visualizing star tetrahedrons. It's not the way it's done anymore, and it's not the way it's been done since 2011 when he first created the Awakening the Illuminated Heart. With this workshop, we learn to get out of the duality of the mind into the unity of the heart. And then from there, we learn to connect the heart back to the mind through Tantra of the heart, linking the two together, opening our third eye, activating the psychic antennas that come out of our head, put all these technologies together and create a unified field so that our natural living heart-based Merkaba can just come online. And once it does, it's permanent. It's not a meditation that you have to do every day. I mean, you still want to be in relationship to it. You want to still breathe some prana and some life force into it, but you don't have to recreate it every day. So it is an evolution. And Drunvalo just came out with a new book, The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 3. And in that, he talks about this Merkaba, and he also hints at the next level of Merkaba, which will be available down the road. Right now, he keeps evolving the Merkaba as we keep evolving, as he's instructed to teach, because, we need new things to come online as we continue to evolve. So this next level of Merkaba is in the future, and that one he is saying will be able to levitate and speak any language, and it's going to be amazing and phenomenal. And it's just kind of planting seeds for what's going to be available in the future. But right now, the heart-based Merkaba is where it's at. And if you want to learn that, you can come to one of these 4-day workshops with me. I offer them every other month in the Sedona area in person. And then the alternating months, I offer them online, so people can attend from all around the world. However, it may not be in your time zone. And so I also have a self-study version in case you're a really busy worker or a new mom, or you just live in a time zone that's not compatible. You could go through the self-study version with real-time guidance from me. So there are 3 different options and ways to activate your Merkaba. And so if that is something that calls to you, do reach out to me or visit my website, which is violarose.com, and I will share that information with you. There's actually a page on my website that says Awakening the Illuminated Heart Workshops. So you can learn more about that there, and rates and schedules and all of that. So if I can serve you in any way with any of this, please reach out. Okay. Bye bye for now.